All right. Donny is continuing his painting. Do you remember where it left off? He had all these little waves.
Going this way.
And neither one of us thought it was quite what he wanted. So he's been going at it and continuing to paint there. Hi, Camp Goer One. If you hear a little click in the background,
Like a heartbeat.
it's our diesel heater.
That's our heartbeat heater.
We now have heat. Yay!
Did not go quite the way I wanted it to go.
Don't forget to talk to the...
Oh, I am supposed, that's right. So here we are with if you go back to where we were, you would say you were standing probably 150 feet up the side of a mountain looking down on those waves that were coming in, way up there, a couple hundred feet up. Now I want to be at, by banging these large waves, I've brought myself down to 50 feet, to just 100 feet. And I am working on a curl and a situation, and it's beating me at the moment. So I'm working on it. So once again, I have my many colors on my paper plates. Going through some paper plates. And I have my secret wave color. It's like a purple blue. Secret wave color. And that seems to be doing me real good. Just by tapping into a little bit of that purple, I'm getting the look that I want. Right down in here. Because all of a sudden, see, I just wanted this little curl here. But now it's gone too far. And it's kind of messing me up a little bit. I'm not sure exactly what I'm going to do yet, whether I can do anything. To kind of shorten that up a little bit. Almost like it's too tall. All right, so we're gonna bring this wave down further, right like that. Let's see if that
Hi, Diane Phoenix.
helps us a little bit. As
Annette from Wisconsin. Michelle, Makeup Mom and Son. Tim Mobang for your bucks.
Whoa,
Annette
Mobang!
from Wisconsin.
Oh, Mobang!
Christina, the Dyson's Crazy Adventure.
Mm-hmm.
He's got, Tim wanted to know where are splashes against the rock around the lighthouse. He hasn't done that. There's some in the front, though.
Well, see, that's a lot further away. But you're right, there's some here.
Little ones.
Yeah.
And then there's a few in the front.
I don't know.
Just
I'm
a few
putting
in
some.
the front.
I'm putting some in there.
Thank you, Michelle. She shared us out.
Okay.
Makeup Mom and Son, thank you.
Yeah. Oh my goodness, I've splattered paint up here. Oh my goodness. I remember when I splattered that paint, but I looked all around and couldn't find where I splattered it. There it is up there in the sky.
Tim said nice.
Thank you. We are trying nice as best as we can. I'm not sure just how to get this.
He's going to give away paintings to our subscribers. We're going to have giveaways. And then, but this one right here, the ones we're going to give away will probably be smaller unless we're around somebody where we can hand it to them. Because it is quite costly to mail anything anymore. Our friend Shannon, Journey Along with Shannon, she had mailed just some stickers overseas, and it cost her like $14 or something like that. It was like crazy amount of money. So we thought, you know, the smaller paintings we would do as giveaways, and then this one he's making for his brother. He will have to mail it because we can't hand it to him, but
unless anybody's going to Orlando.
You should auction one off as at a meetup for charity. At a meetup.
Yeah.
We'll do that. When we're fixing to go to a meetup.
Okay.
He can do a big one for that, you know, because then somebody could take it with them.
Yeah, at $30 an hour. This one's already at $3,000.
No, but the first time it was 3 hours, no 4, right? And then you probably worked on it a little while.
Yeah, I worked on it an hour before we went live. And worked on it for an hour before we went live.
Diane said she has a package to send to Ireland. It's going to cost her $40 on postage minimum. Hi, Mark the Shark.
A lot of times, though, I've watched a lot of painting videos, and I watch them and I see what brush they're using it and how they're using it. But they really don't do a very good job of showing you how they put the paint on the brush, you know, to really make it do what it's, you know, what you're thinking you're trying to do, you know, and how you really want it to look. It does not do that. But if you know just how to put the paint on the brush, then all of a sudden you can get something that looks more like what you were thinking.
Tim Mulbang said, you can't put value on artist creation. I wish I could have the camera pointing a little more at the painting.
Yeah.
But it's hard to figure out. We don't have a table to put it on.
Right, we got a tripod around here.
It's not as sturdy though.
Mm-hmm. Well, I'm focused, so
I know.
I can't help you right now. All right, so that's a nice curl. It's a nice curl. You want a little bit of roundness to it, and then you've got to have a little bit of color that kind of curves over. See, and then of course this is towards the evening, you know, it's going to have, I haven't even started my last one here. This one right here, as you can see, now this was a mistake that I didn't even know I made the other day. I goofed and went up and around right there. But then when I was sitting about 6 feet away, I saw an ocean swell instead of a mistake. That revamped my whole look on the ocean. It changed everything. All of a sudden, I understood the whole thing, and I understood what I was trying to do. And suddenly, I saw a swell here. So today, I put another swell here, and a wave hitting. You know, this is kind of like going to be a little bit more of a splash here, but
Let me see if I can adjust this a little bit to be a little more.
Everybody's going for a ride.
I just want to see if I could put this here. The light is in the way.
And try to get a little bit of a splash there. And bringing down the dirt here, and then here's this nice curl right here coming in to the shore. And boy, I really like.
Is that better?
I really like this little purple look down here. I really like that. I really, really like that. I want to put some of that, more of that in there. And, you know, it's like every time I touch the canvas, I'm like, oh my gee, what have I done? Let's see, then this is good. And then see, and a couple times I'll change colors and forget I have the same brush in my hand. And I think, oh, and I have to wipe things off, and other things happen. But I had seafoam in here, but it just went way off track. So I don't even know if I'm going to do any kind of seafoam or anything. Every time I've tried it, I had to wipe it out. So as you can see, I've tried it down here a little bit, trying to just you know, put a few little things in here that
Mark the Shark said it needs a fin. That's where I hang out.
You know, so they're kind of putting these splashes there, because it's like splashes are more whoosh, 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 like that, you know, and then you put a little blue in it. And a little white, and you kind of smush, catch the blue, catch the white, you know, and then you've got a few little flashes that go off. Here's the rock that it's hitting off of, which you have to very carefully with your water.
Hello, Nisi.
Oh, hey!
Freehand lemonade.
Up there in snow country. And then you kind of come back with a brush that's got more water on it, and you dab it with a little bit of splashes, and then take a paper towel.
Watch it, don't hit the camera.
Take a paper towel, kind of dab your splashes. So that you can have let's see what color's that. That's not quite white enough. We want a white and blue. We want white and blue, not just white. So you dab the white and the blue. There we go. And you know, some of that rock's got to show.
I don't know if you want it to be too thick.
So
you might have to add some blue in it.
So I'm not real happy with that. We'll see what happens with a little bit of a wipe off and draw. But I can tell you right now that I can take my my wedge. I take a little bit of brown and a little bit of black and a little bit of secret purple, and kind of develop that rock again a little bit right there. Yeah. Oh, that did it. All right, and then we can see how that's gonna hit that rock. Oh, we like that. Oh, I'm liking that. A little black, a little that, a little purple. Smash it, grab it, make some rocks. Because remember, this part of the painting is much closer now. Remember those little tiny trees I put right there for how distance? Well, they're gone. Bye-bye. See you, Mr. Tree. This is all going to be some kind of a, who knows? Don't need you doing that. And I might even run this ocean, I might even run this beach right up into here. And if I do that, then all this will be gone too, because I'm going to do like a beach. So maybe what I'll do here is I'll put a little cliffhanger right here. And we'll just leave that alone for now. All right. So, I have a little teeny tiny brush. Little teeny tiny brush. Where are you? Little teeny tiny brush. There you are. You roll the brush, and then you put it on and you do that. That is still not small enough.
Thank you all for hitting like.
Yep. Oh, there's the brush I was missing. All right,
Hi, Tara and Scott. Tara said, beautiful painting. Hi, Ryan.
There it is.
The other brother, Ryan.
The other brother.
He's been busy on the road. He's a truck driver. We appreciate Ryan, the other brother. We need our truck drivers to deliver our goods.
Yep. And we appreciate their support of Canada.
Tell Ashley hello from Tara and Scott and Donny and Joy.
There, that's a small enough brush. So you roll the paint, you roll the brush in the white paint, you roll off some of the paint, and then you kind of roll it as you put it on the canvas. You connect a few. You're just making a little bit of foam. Oh, that looks very good. That looks very good. All right, we just roll that in there. And just roll it right onto the canvas. Oh, we got it. I'll bet you anything there's a few of those that come down here. But a happy little wave. There's a happy little wave. So how about if we make a happy little wave here? We just make a happy little wave. And those waves are going to have those little things come down them too, aren't they?
Hi, Carrie and Bill. Carrie said, Sunday fun day. Just turned on Roku and Donnie's painting.
Well, I appreciate your company. Appreciate your company. So yesterday, and we had a little misunderstanding this past week when we were asking about, just pray for us that we'll be blessed, pray the Lord, would work out this new job and things like that. And then the Lord did it. This job is wide open. There are no other salesmen in the area yet. I'm believing God that I'm going to get a lot done before there are. And one person kind of misunderstood and sort of thought maybe we were asking for money. And it's like, nope. We had to make it very clear that God is our source. God is our source. And you know, we've never, there are people that have given us things, but we've never asked. But they've heard about it, and the Lord spoke to their heart, you know, and said, you know, God speaks to a lot of people's hearts, but that doesn't mean they're listening. So, you know, God's done that for us. And yesterday, I had $8 in the bank. And, well, actually, the day before yesterday, I had nothing. And I had $8 in the bank, and I needed a haircut. And one of our watchers said, "How much is a haircut?" And sent Joy the money, and she forwarded it on to me, and I got a haircut. And we didn't really ask. We weren't pushing anything.
It wasn't our YouTube viewer. It was
a friend.
My friend who used to do my hair years ago.
In Tampa. And so yesterday, I was down to the $8, back to the $8 again, and something inside me said, you know, you need to look in that cabinet. There's $100 in that cabinet. And, well, I'll tell you, that was just so strong that I opened up the cabinet door above Joy, where she was sitting, because that was the place that before the October meetup, back when I was working full-time, I had been saving the money to pay off the cabin and to have extra money and all that. And I remembered, as I opened that cabinet door and started searching through there, I thought, you know, I remember that. I do believe I left $100 behind. Just, this is an emergency. And oh my goodness, there it was. I did a dance. I was just so happy. I had a good laugh. I was so excited about that. Just so excited about that. So I was able to get gas and everything we needed. And you see, that's why we don't ask. You might say, well, how come you were down to $8 and you didn't say anything? You know, oh, I'd have helped you, or this person would have helped you, or whatever else like that. Because it isn't about that. It's about believing God and having a source and having one greater than yourself. So, see, I'm not doing too good there. I don't know if I like that or not. Let's see. That may not be what I want.
We appreciate everybody's prayers because, you know, if those of you,
worked.
Those of you that that might not have heard, you know, Donny's going to be doing some sales of a wonderful product that cleans the nasty mess that's going on, and all kinds of other nasty things that happen to people that affect people's health. It cleans all of these stuff in about, what, 7 hours, every 7 hours or something like that?
It's, well, actually in 30 minutes, it cleans all surfaces. The 7 hours was larger surfaces, like the whole factory or the whole house. It takes a little longer for a whole house, but it'll clean a room in 30 minutes.
And so that's an answer to prayer, because it's an answer to prayer of what people need. It's an answer to prayer for an income for Donny, that he doesn't have to work so hard. And we just appreciate everyone who's been praying for us.
Very much so.
Including for the heat, because that little ticking in the background is the diesel heater. So we've got that video out now. Hi, Ringy Dingy, how are you? She says, hello, Joy, Donny, and JBL family.
So now I'm working on the shoreline. I like the way this little plant's sticking up right here, so I'm leaving that. And then I like my little hill over here, and I can see that I'm gonna have to work on that a little bit. That looks pretty good. That's about where I want it. That's really good. That's very good. This is good. This is good. I think that's fine. Oh, also, I installed a little dock. You see that dock? But all the wood's broken. It's got little broken pieces on it where the storms have chewed it up. And I needed to... Oh, there's another. And where's my needle? There it is.
Ringy Dingy said, still iced in, but making the best of it. We have beautiful sunshine today.
That'll thaw it out.
Do you know what temperature we are today, Donnie?
Oh, it was 35 a little while ago.
It was 35? You don't have to look it up. Hand me, I can look it up in my phone.
Okay. So then all of a sudden, as you can see, I built a little busted down dock over there. That would make sense. A lighthouse would have a pier. And as you can see, the reason I did this was, look how that swell kind of washes through the pilings. Oh, I couldn't do that if I tried. That's what I love about painting. It's like all of a sudden you make some colors and your mind will assign it the reason. Like, oh my goodness, I see it now. I see it now. I didn't see it before, but I see it now. I think that's so
This was a blessing too. This was his brother.
Yes, yes. Everybody, you know, I needed to have a new phone.
For you know, to do the business and everything.
Mm-hmm.
Needed something that worked, so his brother helped him get this.
Yes, pray for Richard. He's a blessing. All right, so we got that going, we got that going. I have to adjust my chair to work over here, so I'm staying in this corner for a little while. But then this is starting to dry out, so I wanna get on to the next thing.
Donnie's old phone was like painted up.
I am broken. I took it in for repairs.
Yeah.
Oh, there's another testimony. So I took my phone in and got it fixed, and I got a new case for it. And then yesterday when I bought the new phone, I went over there to get a case for it the next day. And I said, it's from a new business. And they said, what's that? I explained it, and he said, oh my goodness. And I said, well, when's the next time I can come? I'll set an appointment. Let's do an appointment. He said, Monday morning. We'll see you Monday morning. Wow, was that awesome or what? Woohoo! Who can complain about that?
It says it's 48 degrees right now outside.
Yeah, it's a lot better than it was earlier. Okay.
Yeah, I heard from Camping Therapy, Ringy Dingy. She had gone in, you know, to the emergency.
Yeah.
And let's see. I don't know if I can. She was negative on the test.
Oh, yay!
But they're giving her some meds, and they want to do some more testing for other things and stuff. I can't remember all the details because my phone is on live right now, and I can't get to my. Oh, maybe I can get to it here.
Ah, look at that.
Look here.
All right, I think I'm getting what I'm looking for right there. We'll just blend that down in a little more. Okay. Ooh, look at that. I actually touched the wrong paint there. Bad dog.
She actually went out today and was with some friends. But last night when she was on our live stream, she asked for prayer on the Team Jesus Ministries live stream. Yeah, if you watch that, or even this
Oh, yeah.
this one, you ask for prayer, then we can pray for you. Let me see.
Well, obviously, we got results last night. Glory to God. Glory to God.
She had gone out with friends earlier. She was negative. She was prescribed some meds, and they want to do some more testing, she said, of other kinds of tests. And they're getting some other test results from her doctor in Pennsylvania, where she used to live. She thinks that it may have gotten worse, one of her conditions. So she's going to, they're gonna check her out on that. I think she's having an what is it called? Echocardiogram or something. So
Echocardiogram.
Echocardiogram. So, yeah. So everyone, keep camping therapy, or, say a prayer for her, Doreen, camping therapy, that she, that all her test results, all that things, speak health over her body, to the glory of God.
Okay.
Yeah, Ring-a-Ding said I'll be keeping her in my prayers.
Okay. Now, I don't know how quite to knock that wave. Oops.
Carrie asked, I was wondering how warm it was in your RV inside. We don't have a thermometer in here.
Well, we have it set for 25 degrees centigrade, and it's supposed to keep it at that temperature, and 25 degrees centigrade is about 90 degrees Fahrenheit.
We have had to turn it like way down. I'm actually not wearing any socks. I'm in my bare feet. So that shows you that it is warm in here.
Yes. And
anyone that has...
It's only $140,
Anyone that has like a van that they travel in, or a bus, a converted bus, or anything like that. Like if you do a lot of traveling in the colder months, in any kind of a vehicle like that, we do recommend the diesel heater. It's it doesn't have like a big fire hazard like some other things have. It also, in our opinion, and in a lot of people's opinion that have had this, they just swear by it, the diesel heater. It doesn't put out condensation. That Mr. Buddy heater puts out a lot of condensation. So
propane does, yeah.
Yeah. So this diesel heater doesn't put out condensation like that. Now, if you have a built-in vehicle like a van, or with a bench, or if you have a bus with a bench, you can always build this in so that it comes out from under your bench so you don't see it. We didn't have that in here, so it's behind the behind the driver's seat.
Nobody was installing it in our situation. I had to guess.
So he might be able to enclose it somewhat.
Yeah, I'll build a box around it.
Around it so that it looks neater.
Okay, that's too wet.
Yeah.
That looks good. Okay. So then we'll get the crest of a wave.
Donnie's
here.
finding snacks to eat, yeah. This is what he's eating.
Yes, I've been saving it because we didn't have any, $8. I needed to save a treat.
What is it called? M&M's?
Mint.
Mint M&M's.
Had them saved since Christmas. That's my favorite chocolate chip cookie.
Mint. He loves any kind of chocolate mint.
Meltaways, whatever.
We both love mint and chocolate.
Yep. Okay, sometimes you have to touch the canvas and see what your eye says it is before you can actually move along and do something with it. And actually say, okay, that's done. Like this is done. I really cannot improve on that. I cannot improve on that. This one I keep messing with a little bit here to see if I can get a little bit of a more of a oh, I know, maybe if I put a rock there, huh? What if I put a rock on a shoreline? Do I have a rock brush? No, I cleaned all my brushes at lunchtime. So what if I put another rock right about here?
Oh, that little refrigerator right there behind, on the other side of Donny right there. That is an actual small apartment-sized refrigerator. It's not
with
a
a freezer.
12 volt. It's not a 12 volt. It's a regular refrigerator. But we had our propane and 12 volt refrigerator that was built in here. I mean, it was way over 20 years old, so it had quit working on us. We use it for storing our food.
Because the doors lock.
Yeah, the doors lock tight, you know, to try to keep rodents from coming in here and stuff. So we use that as kind of like a pantry. And so that was a sofa in that area. We took out the dining chairs and the table because we just really weren't using it, and we put the sofa on this side, a longer sofa, and we put that refrigerator right there. And then later we got Donnie's brother actually blessed us and bought us a propane, not a propane, a 12 volt
DC.
a 12 volt
DC
refrigerator for the RV, and it's on the other side here.
And it works on just batteries.
Yeah.
Alright, so I think there would be like rows. Wouldn't there be like there it is. Look at that. That little row thing right there, that helped. I'm just trying to say, okay, what have I seen before? How do I make what I've seen before? There we go. I like that. I'm going to put another rock right here that's going to be sitting up here with us on this ledge. So now we're looking over the flowers, down on the ledge.
And remember,
there's
that
a
was
little
green.
beach.
He had green across there where he made the waves. He didn't really like it.
Yeah, remember that was green, and I had a cliff going down, but that was because that cliff was just made to look, you know, a half a mile away. And this is only, you know, a couple of 100 yards, not a half a mile.
Thanks for joining us, Tara.
Good to see you on a Sunday. All right. I'm going to come back to this when this dries. I don't think there's a lot more I can do right now that would impress me and make me say, oh, that was a good idea. Whether or not splashes are up like that. What do you think? The splashes good look? That looks more like a splash, doesn't it? Yeah.
Diane said she got her monthly bonus of foods from her insurance company. That's really nice if they give you a bonus of food. I didn't know that happens.
Insurance company. She has food insurance? Alright, oh, I like that. So I'm going to do that again over here. Kind of like push it up, push it up, push it up, push it up. Ooh.
Hey Ford man, how are you?
Okay. Well, that's right, that's right. I like that. The dock is good. This coastline could probably use...
Oh, box, not bonus. I got my box of foods from my insurance company.
Mm-hmm. See, and then here there'll be a little bit of a splash there, and a little bit of a splash here. And then there's one over here happening just out of reach, and one over here happening, showing where it's hitting over there. That's good. I like that. I like that. All right.
We're gonna have to get Kenny over here again when the temperatures are decent, because my mobility scooter doesn't, the battery, you're not supposed to have the battery get too cold, and it's been crazy cold around here.
Yep.
Kenny says hello to everyone I missed in the chat that didn't get tagged, because sometimes he does it on his phone, and it's not easy to tag, typing out all of that for him. And it's not easy to tag for me either, typing out all the names sometimes. Especially if they're long. Carrie says, hi Kenneth, hope you and your dad are enjoying your day that the Lord has given us. And Diane, Annette, and Ringy Dingy said hello to Kenneth.
Yep.
We'll have to do some more restaurant vlogs in the area, Kenny, when the temperature is okay to have the mobility scooter driving around.
All right, that's not working. All right, so I am working with and I'm also learning what brush does what. And that's another issue that I'm having is I really don't know what is the best brush for what situation. And so I learned that from these other sources on YouTube and stuff. I learned what brush is a good brush for doing, stuff that I need done and all that.
And we're gonna hopefully, Kenny, Mr. Ford man, loves cars, has never been to the rod run over here, and that's one of the things that we've been talking about with cousin Eddie. We'd love to see him over here, be able to come to the rod run, because it's cousin Eddie's big thing too. He loves the rod run too. Kenny says, I'm doing very well, thanks for asking. How's everyone else doing? Diane said, it's a Medicare supplement plan. They send shelf-stable organic food, because she's had some kidney disease issues. We pray for that, Diane. We speak
life.
We speak life over your kidneys in the name of Jesus, and blessing over your kidneys. Do you drink or eat a lot of watermelon? I found that that helped me so much to eat a lot of watermelon throughout my life, because I dealt with infections since I was a child, and I always wanted to protect my bladder and my kidneys and stuff. So I from infection, so I learned myself to eat a lot of watermelon, especially if I felt any kind of infection come on or whatever. And it was mine were symptoms of symptoms since childhood, abuse type stuff. Kenny said, shared on the live Facebook and YouTube tab. Thank you, Kenny. I'll have to let you know, Kenny, when the rod run is, so you can try to schedule free time for that. I can't remember when the dates are. One ringy dingy might know when the dates are for the rod run. Carrie said, I have wanted to try and paint Bob Ross' method of tapping out his pine trees. Have you tried that yet, Donny?
Yes.
Smoky Mountain Man said, looks like another great
The big deal I
painting,
have
Donny.
with Bob Ross is that he is oil. And because he uses oil and I use acrylic, it's kind of hard for me to translate a lot of what he does into what I do. And my paint dries within just a minute. And once it dries, I have to go over it again with something else and change, which is nice because I don't, it helps me in some ways to not have to worry about mistakes because it dries so quickly. Like I'm dealing with something right here that I am not happy about.
Diane said, I'm only allowed limited amounts of watermelon due to the potassium.
Oh. The bananas are out, huh?
Smoky Mountain Man said, I love lighthouses. Jesus is my lighthouse. Hello to Tracy Sherritts. Have you tried oil, Donny?
No, I don't.
He hasn't tried oil in an artistic painting. I mean, he's painted with oils on houses. Ringy Dingy said April 7th, 8th, and 9th. So, if you're listening, Ford Man, what did I say? It was the
7th, 8th, and 9th.
rod run.
Yep.
Rod run. April 7, 8, 9.
Okay. So, it's like I could put a little bit of stuff in here, but every time I try, it doesn't work out right because I don't know how to apply it with the correct brush, the correct, thickness, the correct, having like a brush that has one bristle might work on that. Yeah, I'd love to do Bob Ross with oil, but I wasn't able to do that, so I started learning with acrylics. And those of you that have seen my website and have looked at my 1 minute long, I did a 20-foot wall. I thought, oh, let me just do something real quick on the wall in the campground. I thought I'd do something special for him. And it turns out that wall is 18 feet long. And I'm in the middle of that thing going, holy smokes. But I realized that Bob Ross's world was 1832 or 2428. He never really went into anything of a size, or at least I haven't run across it yet. He may have done a larger one. But he does those because you can get that done in 30 minutes with his method. And it was about getting that method done, and it was about getting people involved with painting. It wasn't about being super duper this or that. It was about getting people going in painting.
Diane said bananas and cantaloupe are out.
Yeah. Oh, cantaloupe. I'll remember to buy some more for me then. Huh. And a lot of the tutorials on television are looking straight out over the waves. They pull a piece of tape across the horizon, and it's really easy to do. So here I am again, all by myself, looking down on an ocean, trying to repeat it with no idea what to do. And so like right here, this is kind of standing straight up. It's not really curling over.
You're in front of the camera a little bit.
No, I'm not.
No, the other one.
Oh, yours.
And don't bump it.
Okay, so right here, I'm gonna push this down a little bit more to see if I can get a curl on that wave to kind of bring it. There we go. That's better. To kind of bring it around. Doesn't have to be perfect, but that's better. I've lost a little bit of the top color though, so we have to take a dab of blue and pull the blue.
And this is only his second time painting.
Oh, I like that. Look at that.
This kind of a painting.
You know, y'all get to do this with me too, because I am, you know, that's one thing. You go with somebody that's got all this experience, you know it's going to turn out right. With me, you're just as thrilled as I am. I am just as thrilled as you are that this is going to come out. Oh, look at that now. See how that worked? That went really well. Let's go up a little higher on that now. Let's get another little curl. Another little curl. Ooh, look at that.
Let me show him this one here. Then
All right.
here's.
Oh. Well, you know where to put it.
I know. Yeah. Here's the first one he painted of the water with the lighthouse and everything. Yeah. And this was, you know, he painted a couple of wintry scenes with snowmen, and then he painted. Oh, before that he painted the lodge over here.
Mm-hmm.
And then he painted. Before that, it was at Mayberry. You painted for Susan.
Oh yeah, I painted the pond at Mayberry for two people there.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. I left one at the campground and one with the person that ran the whole thing. Yeah, that campground was nice to me.
And see, with Donny eating the chocolate there, keep in mind here. All you need is love or chocolate. In case you don't have a significant other.
All right,
or
so
don't want one.
I hate to be in people's way. I've got to turn this a little bit because now it's time to do this. And you know, this all came out so well. It's like, don't mess with that. Joy really wants me to bring a little bit of the sun over the horizon. I'll appreciate other opinions on that. But honestly, since I could never, it would be easy to put a piece of sun right there. You know, but if I put the sun right there, then I've got to put a few glances of sun on the water, and I've got to do, you know, maybe something else. But she really wants me to put just, you know, a whole half a sun there. And I might put a little dot like this, that little bit that's on there before it disappears. But I'm telling you what, that's so, you know, unmistakable right there. You just, I couldn't create that again. And because I couldn't create it again, I don't want to mess with it. How's that sound? So I've got one more swell right here. See the swell right here? There it is right there.
But then here, see, that's got a little more sun in the painting.
Oh yeah, that's got a lot more.
You know.
So I'm thinking, so these are bigger waves, smaller, bigger. Crash on the shore. This is the shadow of this swell. So that means the top of this swell has a little bit of blue on it right here. I gave you your own, you know.
I know. I'm going to have some more.
You already finished yours?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
You gave yourself more than me.
As you can see, my wife has no mercy when it comes to chocolate. If it's around, I have come home so looking forward to something that I had hidden in the cabinet, and it was gone. And she had eaten it days before, but never told me.
There's a meme out that says, I'm the kind of wife that helps my husband find his chocolate after I've eaten it, and I thought that was hilarious.
Ha 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 ha. That one I haven't. I'm the kind of wife. Yeah, I didn't think you'd find it a couple times, and you did. But I thought even if you found it, you'd be respectful and say, well, that's his. You know what? That did not happen. That did not happen. So, now...
You're in the picture a lot. You're the
well, we got to fix the camera because I can't move this over any further. I can't tell. I don't know where this is even at anymore.
It's in. You
It's
got
in.
it in.
And I've got to get over here. I've got to get over here.
Okay.
So I'm just sorry. I've got to get over here.
All right.
There's not much we can do. So let's... Oh, and another fun thing was starting over today. Because guess what? I did not have any of... I used up all my paint the other day. And I thought, well, I'll just go get some more. Well, I couldn't find the same brand. Couldn't find the same brand, so I had to buy the names of different colors and things like that and hope that I could figure out what, you know, what was going on and what to do. Like, oh, man, that was not what I wanted to do. I would love to always have the same color, but I didn't. So we kind of gotta brush that. This is the back side of that swell that's coming up here. Unfortunately, I have to cover my tree a little bit. That's all right. So, one of the hardest things I have doing is stopping. Sometimes I've seen a really good thing and oh wow, let me improve on that, and I ruin it and have to start over. I don't know if any of you have ever done that. And if you've ever been around really clear water, you can see the coral and things like that under the water. So, you know, we gotta, and then of course remember that this is acrylic, so it does actually darken when it dries.
Carrie said that last wave line made a difference.
Yeah, it's gotta get...
Well, don't smear it over your tree limb. It looks like
I know I did. Unfortunately, I'm gonna have to do that limb again. I see the tree should have been, I did the tree because I was done with the water, not knowing I wasn't done with the water. So there's let's see, what am I trying to do here? Alright, so we are trying to get a little bit of a roll. A little bit of a roll of water here. And I'm doing lighter near the shore because it's closer to the ground, so there'll be more light reflecting. Okay. Okay. Oh, actually, I like that on the back. I bet you that's even better. Let's put that back here. Let's put that on the top. Right back there. Like that. Ah. Now I'm liking that. That's going where I want it to go. That's going where I want it to go. See, that's pulling in this. That's looking much better. That's looking much better. So then this is the back, this is the under right here. So this will be the over. Oh, I touched something.
Carrie said you could try a lighthouse in a foggy scene sometime with the beam of the from the lighthouse.
Yeah. Go ahead. Tell me how to do that. Exactly how do I do that? I've seen people take a spray can and touch the spray can to the wall, and it goes psst, and it makes a really cool little hazy fog looking thing. All right. Ah, there we go. I like that. I like that. Now, oh, I know what we need. We need water. And then dab a little bit off.
Hi, Simply Jan.
So now we are blending. Oh, where's my blending brush? Blending brush. All right, so Mr. Blending Brush. I know I've had so many things show up in the mail recently. I've got boxes everywhere. I'm supposed to be cleaning up the RV and doing some dishes and getting things organized, and instead I go to all this work painting. Oh yeah, I'm just working so hard painting. Yep, I'm working so hard painting. There we go. There we go. You know, and sometimes I just don't know which way to hold the brush or which way to deal with whatever I'm doing. You know, I just don't know how to do that. So I am at the mercy of the thing. And of course, at first I'm scared, but then all of a sudden it'll darken and dry and look exactly like I want it. Okay, let's go back over here real quick to the rock. I'm going to show you the rock again. Remember that rock I made in the thing? All of a sudden, that's looking real good. That's looking real good, that rock.
Simply Jan said, that's beautiful, Donny.
It's a beautiful, beautiful rock back there. I just lost my easel. Okay, take it easel. Don't fall. Take it easel. Okay, so let's see. Did I get a swell? Do I have a swell here? Oh, I kind of went too far right there. That's the swell right there. Okay. And then we'll straighten that out a little bit. There we go. Now that should... We'll have to wait for that to dry for a few minutes. We're trying not to put a lot of... I don't know whether we should put a little bit of a white cap on there. Let's see, right here is the swell. So that means if we came down like this, would that help a little bit? Just a little bit of a cover right there to the tree. There's that behind the tree, so that'll work. And then we don't have to have a perfectly, perfectly straight wave. Let's go with a darker blue.
And for everyone who follows our live streams, Donny and everyone ministering on Team Jesus Ministries and then on Joy Blessed Life, one of the praise reports is that Donny had gotten the sales job for selling the air
sanitizer
cleaner, the NASA approved air cleaner for sanitizer to get rid of the CV McNasty stuff and also a lot of other things, that affect people's health. It gets rid of all that
asthma
in the environment. Yeah. And so he'll have to try to work regular hours, which is when the businesses are open. So he'll probably do a lot of 9 to 5s, Monday to Friday. So we're going to switch live stream nights. I had to, used to be Mondays and I couldn't do Mondays.
Also, if you don't know what you're doing, you can always touch it to something else first, and then hold it up and see if that's going to be the color we're thinking you were going to be putting on. You can always see how I do that. That way I can say, oh, okay, that's just about what I was thinking.
I couldn't do Mondays anymore because all of the, you know, when the weather's nice, we go out and do our live streams out and about, and on Joy Blessed Life, and I couldn't do it anymore on Mondays because, you know, with this nasty mess going around.
And a tourist town.
You know, this
they
is a
take
tourist
Monday
town.
off.
Well, not just Monday, but a lot of them decided to take Monday through Thursday off.
Yep.
And it basically left me Friday, Saturday, or Sunday to do a live stream. And we had friends that have been doing Sunday for like 3 or 4 years, and then we had Donny was doing Saturday, and we couldn't do the same night because mine were usually out and about, and his were here teaching the Word of God on Team Jesus Ministry. So we couldn't, with the traffic, we couldn't do it. So I ended up having to do it Friday, but now with him working, it seems a little more stressful if to him to rush back when he's trying to do this job.
Donnie's a one thought person at a time.
He doesn't like
I cannot multitask different things.
He's not good with that. So that way he won't have to rush here by 5 o'clock to get me and take me out somewhere to go live streaming on a Friday. So we're switching. I'm going to do Saturdays at 7 p.m. Eastern, and he's going to do
Fridays at 9.
Fridays at 9 p.m. Eastern. And that way he can peacefully get home in time so that he can get his Bible out and do the Team Jesus Ministries.
Yeah, you know, like I know what I'm doing.
Hi, Bob and Debbie. Thanks for coming in. Really nice painting, Donny. Look forward to seeing the result.
Me
Hello,
too.
Courtney, Shanna's Reviews. Thanks for coming in. She says, beautiful painting. This Ringy Dingy says, say what? A man can't multitask? Oh.
Is that news to you? I hope not.
If Donny gets stressed, then it gets on me a lot of times because
I get snappy.
Yeah, and then I'm like, you know, I'm trying to get him to get over it real fast because I don't need that coming on me.
Oh. Brush flipper. All right. Really happy with that. Well, this could probably use a little bit more of a curl in it. Right there.
Kenny Fordman says, gorgeous painting.
I know. I am so excited to be able to do something like this. You know, I never did anything like this my whole life. So, you know, anybody can do this. You really can. You really can.
You know, if you want to learn how to do something, just start. I don't know if that's right. You might want to add a little blue over that.
I'm going to get my blender brush here.
Right.
Blender brush.
They have all kinds of painting classes now. Of course, you can take. You can even take painting classes online anymore. There's professional painters that teach painting classes, and you can take painting classes online. But you can also take one of those, you know, painting classes where they teach different things are crafts. You know, like you know how you can do the stuff on a board and make a little thing for your home, a painting on a board with a saying or whatever. They teach you how to do that at some of those classes you go to. We just pray for everyone that's dealing with the nasty mess. In the name of Jesus, we speak life and health over you in Jesus' name.
Bind that spirit of infirmity.
Yeah.
Bind infirmity?
Infirmity over all of our friends and viewers. And
thank you, Lord. Grant us the gift of healing for everybody that watches our channel.
are you trying to make that curl you want?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm trying to.
He wants to make a little.
I'm trying to make a little breaker.
A little foam curl over right there in that spot.
Yeah.
Carrie said she saw a guy who paints Smoky Mountain scenes on rocks.
Yeah, and there's a guy that does that here in at the old mill.
Some of the painting artist things that you get here in the mountains, those people don't all live here in the mountains, but they paint and they presented their art to the various stores, and the stores carry their art. And then every now and then they'll make a trip down here. Each artist will make a trip down here and restock their crafts and art and things like that.
Close. It's very close to what I want. Maybe I need to use that itty bitty teeny tiny.
Donnie said, I don't think I've worn just a t-shirt in here for months. Said long johns on, covered up in blankets, coats on, hats on sometimes, you know, sweatshirts. We've actually been in here with coats and hats. Oh, by the way, this was a stinker. You know, we did that live stream, and then I posted a vlog of that hotel we had rented in Gatlinburg, the first one that was called
Cottages.
Yeah, it calls Cars, Cottages,
Northside
Northside Cottages. Anyway, they charged us $25. They called it a cancellation fee, and which they said that it was warm when we left, because they gave us 2 little heaters, and it was never warm. The heaters were barely, if you put your hand right up to it, and the heater on the wall, and
we were going to suffer for $25.
And the other the one heater turned the electricity off.
Yep.
And the other heater, popped the breaker, and then the other heater, you had to put your hand right in front of it where you could even feel any warmth at all. They tried to say that it was warm and that we canceled like in some sort of way, and so.
He even said you were here 1 hour and 31 minutes. I said, well, how long were we supposed to stay for it to get warm?
I know, I don't know, yeah. We didn't understand how long they wanted us to stay there and wait all night for it to get warm. Would it have even gotten warm? I mean, it was 15 degrees outside.
We hit that.
According to the weather app, it said it was 15 degrees. So that was a little
sad.
It was a little sad for us to have them.
Yeah, and give them a good review and not have hard feelings.
Yeah, we tried to give them even in the live stream. You know, I laughed all the way through it, and I said I don't want to give them a bad name or anything, but it was very unfortunate that they would. They lied when they said it was warm for us. It was never warm the whole time we were there, and you know, we were live streaming for an hour.
And it was just un-American. And because Americans don't do that. But I don't want to get into the politics. Thank you, Jesus.
Hi, My Alabama Farm Life, Kathy. She says I've been in and out watching Joy and Donny.
All right.
Oh, it says I'm frozen. Did my phone die?
Uh-oh. Can you switch the charger to you?
Oh, low battery. All right. Sorry about that. My it said low battery, so I'm going to plug my phone in. It didn't die, but it said I wasn't paying attention that it was getting low.
All right.
Thanks for letting me know. Ringy dingy. There.
All right. So now.
So I don't know if you could hear. I don't know if you could hear or not. I don't know if you could hear. Did you hear where we were talking about?
Yeah, ask if you did.
Did you hear where we were talking about that hotel that we were in that was cold? Carrie said, I can only imagine what Donny can paint if he can paint like this from the beginning. Okay, the volume was fine, just the picture was frozen. All right.
Oh,
So
okay.
heard. Okay, good.
So we don't need to talk again. That's good. All right, so look at this shoreline and that rock. Boy, that's looking natural. Waves crashing up, a little bit of a shadow. I might just leave that alone. It's not easy because I'm looking at this rock here being almost like this is a white cliff and not a splash. So I'm going to have to work on making that look like a splash.
Hi, Deb, Smoky Mountain
Or
Dreamer.
and I'm going to put another big rock here or something. Because what I need to do now is I need to work on my tree. But now imagine this, that this line right here is about 30 to 50 feet off the water. So this goes over the edge. Well, this over the edge is happening right here. See, you're looking past the flowers over the edge to the beach crashing up. All right, so I'm going to have to put something here to kind of solidify that this is closer and that's further. So got to work on that. So now I got to work on my tree.
Simply Jan asked Bob and Debbie from League City, Texas. She said, Jan said, I used to live in Bay Cliff. Do you know where that is? And Annette from Wisconsin said she had heard that and was very disappointed with them. Yeah, it was really, really... They should, honestly, not have rented a room. And they didn't tell us that there was a $25 cancellation fee. You know, being that it's a cold room, they knew that it was a cold room. They also knew that
it would take several hours.
It would take a long time to heat up. They should have never rented it to us.
Yeah, they were not prepared.
They should have told us it's cold in that room.
And to give us a cancellation fee and say, well, we think you used the bathroom, which I did use the bathroom in the first room, but hey, it was a trip. And I wiped the rim, and I lifted the seat, and I flushed it.
It's cold. Who's not going to use a bathroom when it's cold?
You know,
that's just...
And I don't even know how they know that.
But anyway.
Since I cleaned up after it. I'm like most guys, I'm careful.
It just... I felt like it... I felt like they were not... Well, Donny said they were lying when they said that it was warm. Absolutely, they were lying. That was a complete lie.
Oh, and the manager said he hadn't heard anything about this. I called him up in the morning.
Just to be honest and say, well, we have this fee from the beginning, but they knew, obviously, it's an old hotel and it doesn't... We didn't know. We'd never been there before.
That heater was not working, and it wasn't gonna work. And it wasn't going to work.
And
ever.
If they knew ahead of time that they have to heat way ahead of time for a room to be warm, then they should have never rented it to us.
Mm-hmm. Well, we'd win if we questioned, but who's going to do that over $25? And they know that.
And I kept saying this would be a wonderful room if it was...
No, God is their judge, not us.
A warmer temperature out,
Mm-hmm.
So, the reason we're saying this is because we want our viewers to be aware and not to be,
Yeah, we're not recommending them like we were.
At least not in cold. At least not in a cold weather like that. I wouldn't rent it in cold weather for sure.
But if the heat ain't working, that means the air conditioning ain't working.
Well, yeah.
Because it's the same machine.
It's possible.
It's a heat pump. It was a split system, and it did not work.
They really do need to upgrade that for sure. They really do. But
they think we're a nobody. And the $25 means that much to them. Hey, you can have it. It doesn't mean that much to me. I am not stressing it.
We just don't appreciate the lying, to try to justify
the charge.
If
you're going to lie for $25,
if they want to say this is our policy, it's a cancellation fee, but don't lie in the middle of it and say it was warm in your room. It was not. On our live stream and on the edited video,
we have plenty of proof.
We were bundled up. He had a scarf, a coat, and a hat on, and I had, or actually, I think you had the orange hat on top of your other hat, right?
Oh yeah, I did.
And I had on my winter hat and my winter coat, and I think I even had on a glove on one hand. The other hand I had the phone, so I couldn't have the glove on. Definitely not warm in that room.
But ours is not to wonder. And I'm telling you what, when it comes to your blood pressure and your health, it is not worth $25.
The manager just said that Smoky Mountain Dreamer said, did the manager make it right? The manager just said, I never heard anything about it.
Right. Manager said, I hadn't heard anything about it. Let me ask about what's going on. And when I called back to find out what was going on, I talked to the guy that was there that night. He's the one that lied to me. The one that put us in the room, gave us the heater, tripped the breaker, and told us, well, if you don't want this room and it's too cold for you, then you'll just have to check out.
Brian and Brenda, hello to everyone watching on the TV. Just saw your live. I love watching this. I have tried everything but never get notifications when you go live. Well, if you want to tune in, my live stream is going to be Saturdays now because Donny got that new job. And so it's going to start to be Saturdays at 7 p.m. Eastern. So, and then Donny will do the Team Jesus Ministries Bible teaching 9 p.m. Eastern on Fridays. Annette said, I'll tell my friend who goes to Tennessee a lot, so that she's aware. Yeah, we just don't want people to, we don't like to just go in and smash anyone or whatever, but the principle of the thing is just honesty, of just saying, without making, making something up that a lie up works better with us. And so that's why we're letting our viewers know, because we don't want them to we don't want them to have a bad experience.
We're not telling
when
you
they
that
come
they
here.
we aren't telling you that they did a dishonest thing. They did their policy.
But then they lied about it. About
that's really the only issue.
To get away with it, they lied about saying we
Yes.
had heat when we didn't. They didn't need to
And of course,
add,
they don't even since that phone call is not recorded, they can say they didn't say that either. So
Yeah, that's true. They
We
could
can't
just
even say
they
that,
didn't
really.
say that. But anyway, yeah, we just want people to have a pleasant experience when they come visit our Smoky Mountains, and we don't want them to be mistreated. Hi, Alyssa. Finding happiness in all you do.
I find happiness in painting. I find happiness in painting. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. Okay, so I'm happy with the shore. I'm happy with the splash. I'm happy with wave. I'm happy with wave. Now it's time to work on the tree, the grass, and maybe the dock. That dock could use a little bit of help.
I think this looks great. This is almost a little bit too...
It's dotty. Oh, yeah.
It's a little bit too high compared to that.
High.
You see? I would make... And this too.
But that's farther away. This one I got to get rid of because it's not like... It looks like a piece of white rock.
Yeah.
And this one... I don't know if I'm...
I would make this one like this because it's still the same splash. And these splashes, you got like that.
I don't think I can do much about it.
Add some more of the green back in there.
Yeah. It's like you mix a 1 in a million green, paint over it, and then your wife says paint it again. How's that, baby? That's better.
No. It still needs to be more like the first. That one. This... It needs to be more like this. It's
I don't
just
know.
too much.
There's too much white.
Yes, way too much white.
Yep. I got you.
He doesn't
And there
always...
is the thing about seeing what you're seeing. Once you see it, you just have to get your paint and your arm and your fingers and your brush to coordinate it to get it right.
He doesn't always like my critique at the moment.
All right, at the moment,
He's doing good.
you can go sit down.
better right now, but I mean...
But, and sometimes when I really don't like it, I'll let it sit for a day or two and then I'll do it. As I get over myself. All right, so we are switching out of the blue, out of the waves. We're going to the brown, the tree, fixing that. As a matter of fact, that kind of gives me a chance to, I've been wanting to,
Yeah, Diane says you need to file a report with the BBB so others will be aware. Yeah, if filing a report will cause them to be honest about, something like that, then...
but see, that's not the issue. You can't file a report on a supposed they said something. You can only file a report. In other words, if I filed a report, it would be, I checked in for an hour and a half, there was no heat in the room, and I checked out. And they gave me this fee, even though there was no heat in the room. Now that's the only thing you can do. You can't talk about who lied to who or who said what or anything.
Well, I don't know if you can or not.
You can't.
That's what they
Because
said.
that's all intangible. All you're dealing with is the law. And so you can't do that. But anyway.
I suppose, but we have to get advice on that.
Yes, but we won't
But
because we aren't. Because we will not.
Write a review about it.
Yep. Well, we did a review called a blog.
Hi, Travis and Unai, Dream on Wheels.
I actually like that.
Yeah, Carrie said that she thought the same thing, that the white water up there was too high.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Travis and Unai, are you still in the desert?
I gotta get some more of this color. Alright, so we're going to do I am switching to this brush now to redo some of the background and
Yes, Dream on Wheels is still in the desert. I saw a photo, but I didn't know if you were still there, because sometimes people post a photo after they've left. We are south of Quartzside right now. Yeah. Yeah, especially a lot of travel vloggers, YouTubers. Sometimes they will not say where they are at the time. They'll post it later, just for safety reasons, you know. They'll post their pictures and everything after they've already left one area and they've gone to another area.
sometimes I think about when I'm painting live, if people are going, oh, he shouldn't have done that.
I know, he's put an awful lot of green in there, but then you're going to probably add some more color, huh?
Yep, we got colors to add. We got, see, we take the brown knife and we put in a few little tree looking things, you know, with the brown knife, like that.
But he did this when he did the 20-foot mural?
Yeah.
20-foot mural at, over there at the campground, what's that called?
The Blue Lodge.
The Blue Lodge. And he would paint and he would like, okay, this looks good. Or, oh, this needs something. And then he'd paint a little more and he'd say, oh, what did I do that for? And then he'd keep painting.
Yeah. And just...
And keep practicing and touching it up. That was his first real...
that was practice there.
That was a practice mural that he's never done before. 20-foot wall.
Yeah, about 18 feet, yeah.
The Smoky Mountain, a scene of the Smoky
And
Mountains.
it's on my channel. You all can go look at it.
It's on...
And don't you think it's cool? I don't know if you can see it from here, but I painted this painting, and I painted my wood easel at the same time. And look how that easel just blends right in there. And we have a friend of ours, Gail. She's an artist. And she does artistry, and she's even at Busch Gardens with her own booth. And I'm telling you what, she is so talented. And she does paintings like this, and then she'll do a square, and then she'll frame a painting like this, and then she'll push the sky off onto the frame. So she'll have like a picture and then a picture in a picture. Oh, it's beautiful.
Was it on Steam, Storyteller Donny, or on VeteransStain?
Storyteller. Yeah, I have it on VeteransStain too, probably, but Storyteller for sure. Okay, see, then I put a lot brown in there. That kind of looks like trunks, tree trunks and stuff. And then you come back and you dip it in the white. If I had some dirty to dip. And you can't get the paint back in the tube either, by the way, any more than toothpaste. So be careful. And then so what I do is I do the light green and the dark green both at the same time on the brush. And then I go back over it again. Like that. And then, let's see, actually you're supposed to, that's a bit too much. Oh! There's one. See, I told you you'd say it. Oh, you shouldn't have done that. These big brushes like that, they make smaller versions of this too. And, but yeah, so that's a bit much there. And honestly, you're supposed to paint the back of the tree first, and I didn't do that. So I got to take my brown again and put the brown on, put my lines in, kind of like that. Then go back and do see, then I'll do like black and green. And I guess I could dab it off over here. Kind of dab it off like that. And then go back over here. That's still too much though. But if I put a few, now watch, if I take a brown and take a few things like that, oh, now all of a sudden you can start to see the contrast that's coming out. Like that. And then, oh, we can do a few side branches. You know, and of course, you know, trees can be thick, they can be thin.
Oh, that would be nice. Yeah, keeping an eye out for frames at thrift stores. Yeah, that's a great idea.
Yep.
Dream on Wheels said, "Looking good, Donny."
Thank you. So you put the shadows of the trees in first, like that. That's what you're supposed to do, just like that. Then you pull down, make yourself a few verticals, make yourself a few branches like that. All right. So we're going to bring that down here a little bit. And because up there is in the distance, that's all pretty much done now. And,
Alyssa said, "I love it when I paint. Sometimes I fix it. It seems like 10 times before I get it right." LOL.
Isn't it nice to be able to fix it? Yep.
Well, and sometimes you have to walk away from it and come back, which is what he did with this. He walked away for...
Been a week. Yep.
Yeah, it's been about a week, yeah, since he was working on this one.
And so what we'll do is we'll put in a little cliff here, a little green cliff, and then
But don't mess up that one. Oh, you haven't.
Yeah, we're not going to mess up that splash. That
Yeah,
one worked good. That one
good,
worked
yeah.
good.
Seems like you need more rock there instead of green.
Yeah, right in here?
Yeah, because you have rock behind.
Well, see, but I only brought this green down so I could rebuild it, you know.
Okay.
I'm doing that right now. I'm actually coming across here.
Donny's painting is about better than a professional. He is good. Hi, footprints in the pines.
Wow. Write that person's name down that said that.
That was finding happiness in all you do.
If I give a painting to everyone that compliments, I've got a lot of painting to do, but oh boy, I'll do it. So I'm practicing here exactly what I want it to look like. Do I want to have a little bit of green mold? Do I want to have like a gray look to it or a brown look to it? See, now I'm doing that till I get, kind of liking that right there. So let's put a little brown across there, a little touch of black, a bit of green, and where's that white? There's the white, and a little bit of white. Okay, so I take that right there, kind of smash this down like that. See? That's what I'm going to get. So then I can take that and pull it right up to those trees, and I'm going to say, is this a straight down cliff or is this at an angle? I'm going to say it's at a little bit of an angle. And then this one is going to be, oh, okay, so what if, see now where we make the turn at really makes a difference. So let's go ahead and, so this is like a grassy knoll right here that's coming down, and it's going to get interrupted right there. Right there. Okay, and then it's going to run across. Okay. And that's going to come down right like that. And then we'll put a little angle. Oh, nope, I like it straight down better. All right, so now we're going to pull this way. All right, now, so we've got our trees. We've got our grassy knoll. We've got a little drop off right here. I like that. Okay, that's making sense. That's making sense. Now, because this is a vertical right here, I need to put a little white there. Maybe even some light brown. So maybe if I put a little white down. And take some of that white, mix it with the brown right there. Right there. Get a nice little thing going. See, but that's a little too white still. There we go. There's a natural earth look. So there's going to be a nice little piece of earth right there. Nice little piece of earth right there. And then here, that's good right there. We're going to do that. Then that will, oh, you know what? We can take the short side of the blade and kind of do a stair step here. Oh, look at that. That looks good. That looks really good. And then, so now we got that. Now, what we could do too, see here, there's going to be greenery along here. So why don't we just put some greenery in right there? You know, and right there. You know, kind of stair step a little bit of greenery.
Hi, Sappho.
And now down here where the water, there's going to be no greenery at all, so we can't do that. We got to leave the greenery up here. You know, maybe we should put a touch of that light green right up here in the woods. Right up there. Oh, we didn't stair step that. Let's stair step that. Yeah, because see, these trees, even though they're shrinking in size, are actually the same height, but that helps us give some depth here. So that's good. All so now we've got
Say
everything
hello to
that
Sappho.
makes sense. Hey, my favorite Bahamian. Okay, so let's give the light keeper a nice lawn. Give him a little bit more grass up there. That'll be good. That'll give it a little bit of depth up there. Okay, that's good. And what shall we do? Is there anything else? I suppose a little bit of this. You know, hey, why don't we go ahead and use a little green and a little black and define this line right here where these rocks are. Yeah.
We did a vlog from Gatlinburg in the fall, and that was Sappho and her husband Jacoby. They're from the Bahamas. And
okay, so if that's a
the
little bit
ministers
too
over there.
bright, I just take a piece of paper towel and I dab it real quick just to take off some of the paint. And I see that. And I'll dab it again and then use a different spot, because if I use the same spot, it'll put the dab back down again. Okay, so I'm gonna wipe that out a little bit with my fingers. I want a little bit more definition along that line. There we go. All right, so we got that splash right. We got this down. We got this splash down. All right. Now this rock here is still needing some help. It's maybe we should use see, I want to make some distance between here and here. If I do anything to this rock, I will kill the depth. All right, so let's say from me to the rock is 100 feet. I want it to be another 50 to 100 feet to there. Yep, that's what I want. So I'm gonna put, there we go.
Hey, little Frenchie in Big Texas. Ann, how are you? She says, nice painting.
Thank you. All right, so now we've got a whoosh of water going up the stone right there. We got it. Ooh, look at that accidental stone right there. Great. Why I need to turn this a little more for you. I hope that still stays on the frame. So now that stone was a mistake right there. So now we're kind of waiting. So we got a little water raining and draining down. It's like this, you know, this is all water that's draining back from the last wave. So we've got our greenery, we've got our trees. As soon as this dries a little more up here, wait till you see what I do up there.
Hi, MB Heritage Farms. I don't know what happened, little Frenchie. You had a wrench and now you don't. I don't know if YouTube did that. I've seen YouTube do that, though. I mean,
Yeah.
Shannon's husband, Roger, it's like his wrench has disappeared several times. And then I give him a wrench
Okay,
again, and then it
so-
would disappear again. I don't know.
I'm going
What-
to
I don't know what YouTube's issue is with
take
that.
some black and some gray and find a clean spot on a plate. Some black and some gray. Some black. More black. Okay, because see, now I've got a black rock, but I need to take my black rock and I need to make him more things. So now I've got to do a sharp line here so that this juts out and gets in front of that beach, but yet I don't ruin the splash, or I have to make another splash. So, and then I don't want to mess with that, so I want to, like that. And that's not quite dark enough. We got to have it dark enough. Oop. All right. Hang on. Rocks are gray. Rocks are gray and they're sandy and they're beigey. but they're not solid. They're always many different colors. Ah, there we go. So we want to do a rock right there. Okay. Then you can always go pick up some black. And do that. Okay. Now, if I do it this way, well, I should say, because I pulled the stone this way, now it looks like it's a ledge that's sticking out. I kind of like that idea, because if I do that, let's see, where's everybody here? If I do that and then I come down here and I pull this up like that.
Carrie said, wow, Donnie, I left to get food, and wow, the new area you did is so good.
You see what you miss? Mm.
Yeah, and I give you the wrench back, so I don't know what YouTube's problem is.
Did you do something wrong somewhere else in the world?
No, I mean, a bunch of times, YouTube took away Roger's wrench from you know, Roger and Shannon, and I don't know why. It, like, I didn't take it away, but sometimes they just took it. Like, I would look and he'd be in the comments and he wouldn't have a wrench anymore, and I was like, what happened to that? I do like a lot of blue with my friends, because, you know, you never know who's going to be in there, and we've had times when I was behind in the comments and I didn't know what was going on in the comments, and there were times when the wrenches had a hard time keeping up. So I do like my friends to have blue wrenches.
If they got a wrench? Especially
if they come a little more often, you know, in to say hi. I do like them to be blue, because you never know. Sometimes there might be a friend that's watching and not really commenting, and then they can take care of it, you know.
Okay, so I'm seeing some interesting things here. So if I put a little green and I go this direction, I'm giving myself some level ground. And then down here, we're pulling it this direction to make it like a little bit of a cliff. Did I tell you about my friend who fell to his death? His name was Cliff. Bad joke, I know. All right, so what do we need now? So I'm playing with it. I'm trying to get the look I'm looking for, and I'm not finding it. So I'm gonna try like a little bit of green. A little bit of this or that. I don't know.
Sofo's laughing at you.
All right, so see, I've just got, and see, this is like a stone wall here, or no, this is the beach. This is the beach that the stone and the waves are crashing up on. So I kind of want this to go up a little bit like that. All right, I'm going to leave that at that for now. I'm happy with this. This is the beach. Now, we're going to work on these trees. Oh yeah. I have to be careful about shaking the table. I think this time she put the camera somewhere else than the table though, so I don't shake as much.
Yeah.
Shake, shake, shake. All right. All right, so we have the depth of the forest done. Now, So I got that. Oh, dilly dill. How about some gold leaves? I think I'm good on the sky, except for I don't know what I'm gonna do where I hit the sky with these things. Oh, they're popping off. Good. I splashed my paint. We'll have to call these planets or something here. I don't know what I'm gonna do about that. All right, so now we're back to green and black. Da-da-da-da-da. There you are. And this is that green. Green, light green permanent. And this is by Basics Acrylics Liquitex. I buy Master's Touch and Liquitex, whoever's on sale. It's all the same to me. So, practice and get a few. You've got to kind of have to wet it a little bit. Practice a little bit, get it where you want it to be. It's got to be nice and loose, or you don't get what you're looking for. All right, so now if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. I can do it again, but it looks a little bright at first, but remember it's acrylic, so it will die down. Okay. And just a little bit more down here, a little lower. There. All right. Then we take Mr. Yellow.
Hi, Toby. Funeral House, how you doing?
Wow, I got nothing in there. So that's the end of that one. And we'll see if we can't get a little bit of...
paintings in local shops. He's still like brand new at it. And so right now, what he's going to do with his paintings is...
there we go.
We're going to do giveaways for people that subscribe to Joy Blessed Life, Team Jesus Ministries, Storyteller Donny, VeteransStain and Paint, the different channels we have. If you look in the description and you subscribe to those channels, some channels don't have very much content on it, just because, you know, we spend more time on this channel than anything.
Yeah.
And then the Team Jesus Ministries.
And you never know what's going to take off. So you have several channels.
Well, some
you
channels
put different
are like,
contrasts.
well, some channels are like just we post an occasional dog video on a dog channel or whatever. But
there, see, now I got some yellow trees right there. You can see dark into the forest. See, that's pretty cool. Let's put a few little flowers. Oh.
And then we're going to do the giveaways. We're going to do the paintings as giveaways. Now, this particular painting he's doing right now, that is for his brother. Because his brother has been a huge blessing to us over the years. Like I said,
and this is my first attempt at this size of a canvas.
Right.
And so we're just excited to see what happens.
And this is this was one of the things his brother helped, you know, for business. He's got a new iPhone.
Yep. And when we shout out AT&T, because the only cost I had was the phone and the taxes and things like that. You know, and we switched from a 1-line to a 4-line and actually got a discount. And my $800 iPhone is actually cash out of the pocket, only costing me $300. They really did a lot for us and going from 1 line to 4 lines, and we just appreciate that. So it was just very little out of pocket at first. I didn't need to borrow much money to get it done, and we're very, very, very happy.
Hello, Biff. Thank you for coming in.
Yep.
He said, reminds me of Steamer Lane in Santa Cruz.
Ooh.
Were you in Santa Cruz, Donnie? Donnie
Yes,
was in the
I was
Coast
in
Guard.
I was in San Diego and Bodega Bay and Oxnard, Port Hueneme, Catalina. Yep, seen a lot of California coast. So now I'm going to put a few little red flowers and things like that in here.
Oh, Safa had a joke. What did the grape say when it was crushed?
It didn't say anything.
Nothing. It let out a little wine.
It just There we go. See, we're just, so then I do just the edge of the brush and just poke it right along the base of the trees, right along where the grass is, as though it was little flowers growing out of the grass. See that right there? Just right there, right there, right there. You know, just a little bit like that. So, because we're going to do that over here too. See over here. As a matter of fact, while I've got my brush in this.
Biff said, I'm currently in Oceanside, California. Never been to Catalina. I'm jealous.
It was military. So I didn't pay the bill to go. I wasn't rich. I was on a Coast Guard cutter in Catalina. So it was strictly business. All right, there. See, we got our flowers. A little bit of red. Very good. You know, maybe the trees have a little bit of red in them too. Maybe just a tad. There we go. That's good. That's good. Let's see, we want to wipe that a little bit off. Yeah. Okay, so then we actually could put some more of this red down here into these flowers.
Thanks, Frenchie. She's going to go cook dinner for her hubby and her twins.
What's for dinner? We had crock pot stew and pot roast. Okay, I'll be excited about this one. She will love this. Yep.
You could almost where this white is right here. I could almost see a little bit of if you did a little beach.
Well,
in here.
Here's the beach, and this is the wave crashing up.
Oh, like a black sand beach?
It's kind of dark, yeah, it's dark like California, yeah. It's not really sandy.
Some of Hawaii has black sand beach too.
Mm-hmm, yeah, they do. Yep.
The funeral host said, little Frenchie, have an awesome and blessed evening as well as the week ahead.
Mm-hmm.
Biff said, Coast Guard is such a rad group.
Yep.
Let me see. French ratatouille and then pasta for the girls.
Huh, haven't had a ratatouille yet. Do you make it as good as the rat did? All right. Okay, I can't tell if I'm still in the frame here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Ringy Dingy said, my first boat ride to Catalina was when I saw flying fish. It was so awesome.
Oh, yeah. Seen plenty of those. Okay. Yeah, your both cameras look good, by the way.
Yep. You're in
Okay.
both. Just fine.
All right. So now I have dressed up.
My phone is on one of those little tripods I bought. We bought this little tripod one for Kenny Fordman, aka Kenneth Oaks, and one for us, because I liked it so well when we bought it for Kenny. It worked so well. He could set it up on the table and vlog his restaurant reviews and stuff. And I thought, I need one of those too. So we went back and bought one for us, and it has bending legs. So I actually have the legs bending around the elliptical, because he's got the elliptical folded up right now. I had, with the foot fracture healing, I haven't been back on my elliptical, but I want to get on it. I want to start getting on it.
Right now it's a clothes horse.
Yeah,
and I hang my jacket on it.
He hangs his jacket on it. But I want to start getting on it again to walk, so that I can get better at walking. And but the leg, the foot thing is pushed up. So I actually have the little tripod, the table tripod. It doesn't go way up high, but it's just like table height. And I have it wrapped around the foot. So, and it's pointed right down at him. So that's working out good. And he's not bumping it. Because he bumps the table when he pounces his paint. So this is working out right there pretty well. MB Heritage Farms, are you going to seal the painting after it cures? If so, what do you use to seal them? Probably would be a good idea to seal.
Oh yeah. I've wondered myself, do I do I'm going to do a water-based polyacrylic. So that's the plan. That's not the right brush or the right color.
The waves are way better than what the last time we left.
Yep. Way better.
Way better.
Remember I had white stripes here. Like, you're 250 feet away up on the side of a mountain looking down at the harbor. And now we're right up on the beach, real close. This is what and it all came because I made a mistake and did a big old hump here. And when I saw this big old hump, see how it comes in low and then goes up and over, and it was splashing on my dock, and I thought, that's a swell. As soon as I saw that swell, then my eyes saw that swell going off this way, and then I could put another one here and another one here, and a big old beach crash. Wow, that was exciting. I was like, wow, look at that. Oh, that was so cool. And that's what it's all about. That's why I get excited. Because remember, your eye is just a bowl of jelly that captures light, that puts it on the retina. The retina takes it up to the brain, and the brain interprets what it's seeing and tells you what it's seeing by giving you this picture. But it gives you the picture, then it tells you, oh, that's a rock. That's a wave. But when it's a blank canvas and all you do is make a mark, your brain is like, okay, what is this? What is this? What is this? That's why you get the falling feeling when you go to an IMAX theater, because your brain has no reference points, therefore it thinks it's falling. That's because your brain wants to know where it is in the room about 10,000 times a second. It's asking, where am I? Where am I? And so it's always interpreting, it's always looking, it's always trying to figure out what's going on. And that's where it gets fun. Because when you start to see that, and as soon as your brain interprets it, it'll tell you, oh, that's what that is. And then you go, okay. It's like when people say, I can't believe my eyes. Well, what they can't believe is the interpretation of their brain saying, that's a walrus, that's a seal, because it can only recognize things that you have taught it to recognize.
MB Heritage said if you're using acrylic paint, then water-based polyurethane non-yellowing is good.
Thank you. Yeah, that's what the polyacrylic is. Yep.
He said Mod Podge works great too, and it's much cheaper. But then you like if it got wet though, the Mod Podge it's like glue.
Oh, it could reactivate?
Yeah.
Ah, that might not be good.
Right.
So I'm just kind of...
MB Heritage Farms is an artist too.
So we're doing a little bit more work on these trees, trying to make them stand out a little bit more. And it's kind of hard to work on them at an angle here because I'm trying to stay out of the cameras. We're way. It's not gray enough. I need a little bit more black. Let's see if that does what I'm looking for. Yeah, because I'm trying to make these trees look, you know, dead without being...
The funeral host said test some of the water-based ones out first as they turn yellow over time. You can speed it up to see with a heat gun. It takes time to off gas, but I have used rattle can Krylon for clear coats. Thanks, Toby. Hey, Kenny, he's still
Rattle something?
here in the background.
What did he call it? Rattle?
He said rattle can Krylon.
Oh, so that's the kind with the BB in the can, so that's why they call it rattle? Oh boy, I like that. That came out good.
Toby, the funeral host, said he's had some yellow like crazy that wasn't supposed to.
Uh-huh.
It was a reaction to the paint or the canvas coating or something.
Yeah. I have issues too, because I mean, just regular latex paint as a primer is probably not good.
Carrie wants to know if you have any thoughts of what you want to try to paint in the future. He's going to have to buy paint because he's running out of paint here.
I did. Remember, we just did. I just bought
you
some more
bought
blue.
a couple more cans.
We're going to need some yellow. And, boy, I like that.
Yeah, Toby said, yeah, LOL, that's what we call it because of it the can rattles, LOL.
Yep.
Looks kind of like birch trees. It is kind of looking, it's not quite as white as a birch tree.
Yeah.
But.
Yeah, that looks better. Yeah, I wanted them to look a little bit like the stumps, you know, because these stumps over here are, you know, they got to look like the stumps a little bit. Because these stumps are the previous trees, you know. Alright, so I don't know if I want to do anything else with that or not. Well, I succeeded. Does everybody think my trees look updated and good? Is there something else I should do? That's good. It's dark in the crotch. Green, dark on the bottom. Maybe we could do a little light here.
Hey, Dream on Wheels, did Yanai keep any of her little crafty things to take on the road with her? I know she was a crafter. We don't have slides. This is a non-slide. Well, one slide.
Yeah, we got one slide.
We've got one slide, but I mean, we don't have a lot of room in here, you know? And so where he's at, that's actually the little bit of a slide out we have. And
yeah, it was originally storage.
So
we had a bunch of crates standing here.
He's able to still use that little space for his crafting.
Mm-hmm.
But I know you've got two teenagers that travel with you, so they take up a lot of space with their stuff, I'm sure.
Mm-hmm. Undoubtedly.
One thing about if you're a crafter or an artist or something like that is like sometimes you'll take a break and not have your art or your craft stuff with you, but then eventually you start to have a desire to do it again, you know? So it just it's kind of nice every once in a while to get your creative
Juices.
juices flowing, you know, and do something. Even if you just do it and give it away, you know, like Mobang said earlier, do something and give it away as a for charity. If you want to do a donation, that's another good way to do it too.
Oh.
He said at a meetup you could do give it away.
Yeah, I did it the last one.
Toby said, looking awesome and so relaxing to watch. I have to do a little and let my arm recoup where embarrassingly I fell out of the bed on the floor. Oh my goodness. I was on
Good
the
thing the floor was there to stop you.
I was on the daybed but thought I was in my... You thought you were in your bed or something, which was bigger?
This is getting worse.
Carrie missed what you said about what you were thinking about painting.
Oh. I think I got sidetracked. I like mountains. I would like to do Smoky Mountains. I would like to do a rocky creek and a bridge, a footbridge over a rocky creek. That's about all I can think of at the moment.
Yeah, Toby said, I was disoriented, rolled over, and boom, 3 foot down on my right side. I didn't bounce very well. Your daybed is 3 foot high off the ground? Thought I was in our bedroom, but the daybed in the fur box room. 3 feet off the high is kind of a high daybed.
Yeah, that is kind of high. Uh-oh.
What?
It says E8 on the heater, and it stopped. It could be fuel. Maybe I ran the fuel down.
It's fine. I'll just turn this little heater on right now because it's...
Oh, I got it.
Alright.
E8. I've been watching it go down. I bought more.
Might need to put some more diesel fuel in the heater. He didn't fill it too...
I went and bought more, but I hadn't filled it in yet.
Yeah.
Because But I will now.
A rocky creek would be amazing, Carrie said.
Yeah, I'd like to do them. And we've been to plenty of them. I could probably watch one of our videos and do it.
Toby said, it's easy for me to get up and down from the daybed when I'm not rolling out of it. Ha ha ha.
Yep. Well, at least the floor was there to catch you. That did not go as good. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. All right, that's good. I like that one. Just a little bit of green, give it a little bit of a moldy look on that side of the tree. A little bit of green, a little bit of white. I think I might have Bob Ross rolling over in his grave the way I'm doing this. But his joy was for painting, not how it got painted. But that little bit of green seemed to really really help right there. I'm gonna do that again. That black really didn't go the way I wanted it to anyhow. Yeah, oh yeah, look at that. That's what we were looking for right there. We'll get that right in the crotch, right there.
The Smoky Mountain Dreamer is still here in the background, listening, not chatting, but washing dishes. Thanks for being here, listening.
Now, how can you say you're in the background not chatting when you're chatting?
Just letting us know. I've done that too. I've done that too. I've said, I'm just here in the background.
We appreciate you being here.
Sometimes you're busy doing something, so you can't be in the chat.
Excellent. Boy, I'll tell you, that's just what I wanted right there. That's a green, a gray, green, black, and brown. Boy, I'll tell you, that was just what I was looking for. Just what I was looking for. Beautiful. All right. And that finishes up my roots. That does that. Kind of gives me a little push there. Get that done.
Deb said, I dried my hands for a minute to type, and that she was still here in the background. Gary said, I used to watch Bob Ross years ago. So did I. Years ago, before I met Donny, I watched Bob Ross. Isn't that funny?
Yeah, I just wanted to touch up that stump a little bit. It looked a little bit too unnatural.
Toby said, I haven't been in a while there, but if you get a chance and are more up this way, Gem is Elrod Falls over near Sneedville. People camp and swim at the falls, and it's a nice rocky creek. That would be something you would probably enjoy painting, right, Donny?
Mm-hmm.
Toby used to watch Bob Ross too, and noticed that they had the same cutoff finger. The way he held his palette kind of hid it from the view.
I forget how he lost it though.
We only had a couple of channels and stumbled across Bob Ross and couldn't stop watching.
That was us, 1990, 1991.
Okay, I watched Bob Ross before I was ever watching any YouTube. It was like on, was it PBS?
Yeah.
PBS? I watched him on PBS.
The original YouTube.
Yeah.
There we go. Yeah. It is difficult to comprehend the difference he made in painting. But he did a great thing. He did a great thing.
PBS in the 90s, Carrie said.
tragic his end.
It's funny how we went to Cracker Barrel, and they actually had like a Bob Ross merchandise now.
Yeah. All right, so now we need a couple of splashes here. Just a few little splashes. There we go. That's good. Now, oh, that's right. We still got to deal with this here, doesn't it? I don't know what to do about that. Okay, so let's say that this is a rocky crag that's actually stopping the water. Then what we'd have to do, see, is we first have to make the down mark. So you make a down mark like that. Then you come back and go across and get a ledge. So let's get our ledge. See, we put our ledge right there.
Toby said, I stayed glued to Bob Ross on the TV. I mean, you could just watch him for hours and hours and hours.
Because you watch it form right in front of you. I always love that. Okay, so you see how that works? You put that down mark there, then you come back with the shelf, then all of a sudden I've got stone that drops. It didn't quite work as good as I wanted it to. So I'm going to go back and get another dose of black. I guess I'll get some more out of the tube. Because I want a really nice drop. Because the thing is, we can't make this a 50-foot cliff here. This is not a 50-foot cliff. This is a just a little outcrop. So after you do the outcrop, then you have to come back, take the green, the brown.
Gary said, we should all try to paint something, and we can email it to Joy so that she can show it in a live stream. Yeah, if you have a painting, you could email.
There we go.
I'm going to put the email on here.
Okay. And then there. So I'm still missing this. I'm still
If you have a painting,
not quite getting what I'm wanting.
there's the email right there. If you have a painting where you want me to show everyone, send it.
You'd be surprised how much paint is on the thigh of my pants.
Send it and let me know, and I'll.
Okay, boom. Now there, that makes sense. That makes sense. I keep forgetting to wet my brushes down that I've used.
Terry said, I'm sure we would all get some giggles from that, lol. Nisi said, I haven't painted since high school.
Alright.
Well, I've never painted like this, but I mean, I did do art in high school, and I did do crafty.
You are very crafty.
I did crafty things.
That's how you tricked me into marrying you. You're so crafty.
Ha!
When I first met my wife, I told her a poem and she got all teary-eyed, and I thought, oh man, that was a good poem. This is, I like this. Turns out years later, that wasn't the truth at all.
Carrie says, I'm too nervous about trying those painting parties. I would try the painting parties. I don't know how well I would do.
Okay, so I'm getting what I want as far as my distance shot. As you can see here, the wave is coming in here, and then it hit over here and is crashing up. So we're getting the look, we're getting a nice look here. This is good. I don't mind this at all. I could even pop in a little bit more splash right there, maybe. Nope. Maybe not. Maybe a few little splashies right there. That's a good splashy. There's a little splashy right there. And a little splashy right there. Okay, so I don't know if I did that on purpose or whatever that happened, but that was a mess up. All right, so all right, now that's too wet to deal with. The trees are good, the distance is good. Lighthouse is good, sky is good, except for where I messed up. I don't know if I can reproduce those colors or not, or whether or not I can get that wet and pop that off. I don't know. Doesn't feel like it.